I'm locked in, wheel straight, eyes on the line. A ghost laps running in the back of my mind. Breakpoint perfect, throttle feather just right. Chasing 10 through the neon night. Every corner's a code I'm trying to read. Every lap is a fight with my own speed. I'm riding the edge of the gray line. Telemetry glowing like a lifeline. SR rising if I hold tight. Clean air cutting through the midnight. I'm chasing the pace, chasing the dream. Skidmark for the
All right, we are live. We're waiting for this practice. Joined the race at 9:15. It's 9:04. The BMW Challenge at Suzuka. I did one lap there. I might have done 1 or 2 laps last night. Literally no practice. So I think I'm going to just not qualify, and then we'll get in there and see what we can get done. Part of the road to perdition, and stop whining about IR and SR and have more fun just driving. But I've had, for the last 2 weeks, I've had several zero incident races. I got promoted out of the rookie in the dirt oval and dirt, dirt road. So that's cool. I did not run ARCA last week. I kind of wanted to, but I just didn't get to it. I never got the hang of that Harvick track all the way either. So, all right, I'm going to get some practice right now.
Put in a couple of clean laps to get our fuel data.
I think it's kind of odd in this car. The dashboard screen is all the way off to the right. Well, I got a dashboard. It arrived yesterday or the day before. Maybe it got here yesterday. Hooked it all up. Everything's great. But I just, with some two-sided tape, I put it on the top of my button box just so it wasn't falling all over the place when I was configuring it. Well, as it turns out, I kind of like it there. It's next to the camera. The camera's on top of the button box, and the camera lines up with the rear view mirror. Now, I have the rear view mirror turned off to save frame rate. So that works out good. Can't talk and drive, apparently. Or maybe just can't drive. Don't talk that great either. All right, so I've never been very much of a road course driver. I used to drive the oval more, and then I started driving road course more because my son did. But I was never really good at it. And then I didn't drive for 5 or 6 years. And now I find myself wanting to drive road more than oval. I don't know. I think that'll change as I get farther into it. I've been driving ARCA, but I want to drive the trucks. But we'll see. There's only 11 drivers in here right now. I know that corner's so much faster than that.
out that corner and got a slow down penalty.
I'm not going to throw gravel on the track. I'll start over. Is there anyone else in here with me right now? Let's see. I need to put this on relative. No, nobody else is in here. I still need to resolve issues with my throttle. I feel like I'm reaching for it, and then when I reach for it, I lose the position of my heel, like my heel's coming up. I don't like that, so I might try to make the pedal start sooner and end sooner, but I don't know if it may be all the way forward. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But I don't know if I need as much throw as I have anyway. Some cars, that's a really hard corner to make. Need to double apex that corner right there. Okay, I might be able to survive. I will not be fast, that's for sure. But I can't be fast by just practicing and never racing. The phone is distracting me by turning on. Yeah, that corner's That corner might not even, you may not even have to downshift or brake.
.184.
I did not mean to go that deep. Yeah, okay. Feeling a little more comfortable. Definitely not like race ready, but
We've got our fuel use numbers. 26.991. You just hit the fastest lap.
should be pulling me over there pretty soon. There we go, yeah. All right, I gotta get my drink over here. All right, everything's looking cool. Me check. All right. That says connectivity is excellent. Practice. 3-minute practice. I'm not going out for that. What's the point of that? I don't know whether to queue or not. Yeah. I know that last left-hander. I know I'm going like super slow on that. Cool. Okay. I don't feel ready for this at all. I got to get back in here though. I, for 6 years, I paid every month and never raced. I have the cockpit vibration turned up a little bit too high. I didn't want to mess with that when I was already registered though. Yeah, it's going ape shit back there. Oh, see, I don't know how to take that.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
No, shit. Well, at least I didn't get us off track.
One more lap. 26.875.
Little better, but not good.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
All right, get my gloves on. Dang, that was quick.
One to go. Next time by. Line up on the right side. Closed. Pit road is closed. The estimated SOF is 1,222. There are a lot of points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish. Half the field is on the grid.
Got somebody in there with wet tires.
Five cars left to grid.
I got a new dash on here. I can't let it distract me trying to look at it. And in this race, there's nothing on there I need to see.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. One to go, next time by. Catch up, 6 car. Catch up, 6 car. About to go green, stay focused. Post car is off. Catch up, 6 car. Green flag, green flag. Car on your left, clear. Left side. Clear. To the left. Clear on the right. There's an incident behind.
All right, settled in. Sucked. I went off and missed. I let that guy intimidate me, and I went off and let 2 guys go by. I can't get that corner. I never have. So I think now all I can depend on is somebody else crashing. They're pulling away, but at least I can still see them.
To go. 26.737.
The guy behind me with 200 I rating. Not the lowest I've seen, but
Slow car ahead. Car 2 is up the front. .176. The car behind is pitting. left side. Clear. Car stopped ahead. Slow car ahead.
Damn it. If I was a little closer, I would have been able to capitalize that. Maybe they'll be driving angry, though. .715. 5 minutes to go. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.7 seconds. Gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.6 seconds. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 19.673. Car 1 is now leading. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. .961. That's all I needed to not lose I rating. The leader is running 19.518. The car in C2 just set the fastest lap. 19.418.
white flag this time. .593. That was your fastest lap of the session. You're in the top 10.
Matt.
Yeah, good racing, mate. That's fine.
There's checkered flag. Great job. You did really well.
Well, I thought I wanted to survive. I don't care too much about SR, but we should have a good SR and 7 IR. Anytime you survive a rookie class, you should be... this isn't actually a rookie class, but you know what I mean. It's a D-class car, but... some people just call them the slow cars. Meaning the Mazda, the BMW, and the GR8 Toyota. All right, that was good. That was fun. Did better than I expected. Like to have finished better, but I never I just, a couple of corners there, I'm not even close to getting figured out. All right, let's see what happened over here. I think I started ninth. Yeah, I started qualified ninth. Oh, lost 4 positions. Dang it. Gained 6 I rating and gained 0.01. All right. Mini dirt, mini stocks. Company 8 minutes. Off-road Winton. Wild West Motorsports Park. Want to do mini stocks or let's do trucks? All right. These are fixed, correct? Yeah. All right, let's go check stuff real quick. I hate to do that, but just curious. I didn't know I could drive the pros yet.
Right side. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Clear. Right side. Clear.
Oh, I did that last time.
We got damage on the front end.
Cool. I will drive the pros then. That truck's easier to drive.
Flat for you.
Woo!
7, 4.
All right, stay on the throttle over the jumps. I thought that kept the nose from diving in to let off a little bit and then get back on it. Wait a minute, wait. Oh. Okay. I don't want to drive this 3-minute practice on. Get my hand. Have a problem with my hands falling asleep. I'll take this little break before Q.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, last time left. plenty of fuel to finish the race. Green flag, green flag. Car right. Clear on the right. Right side. Car right. Too wide. Right side. Still there. Clear on the right. Got a slow car on the left. Go left. Car right. Still there. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Car right. 2 wide. 4.072. Let's make sure we rejoin safely. Car approaching. Hold. Clear.
Shit. Uh, 54 704. Oh man, I got sideways and screwed that other guy up. Wrecked my own race, wrecked his race.
All clear. Punch it. Two more. Let's go. Car on your left. Clear. The car in C1. Just set the fastest lap. 4.472. Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. There's the flag. It's over. Good job. Very good job.
Not really, Jim. Or that's not Jim anymore. Oh, shit. I don't need to replay. I know how I screwed up. Let's see what happened here. Oh my gosh, lost 49 I rating. Pro 2 Live. What is that called? Pro 4. Okay. Oh, what a Lucas Oil. I gotta buy a track. A couple years ago, I got in here and drove these. What the hell is it called? What did I just join? Anyway, the 4-wheel drive, the Pro 4-wheel drive, whatever the car is called. And I think it's easier to drive than the 2-wheel drive. Plus, I assume it's on better tracks like Crandon. I hope I uploaded that truck in SimHub already. All right, man. We'll see you later in the week. later in the weekend, next week, whenever you're on. Yeah, I just need some practice. I haven't driven that thing very much. I was really uncomfortable in that road car, but that's another story. Good night, man. We'll see you later. It is 10:18. I need to walk my dog. So let's see. Content. Scene control. Be right. And we're back live. Gonna do some practice in the truck. I just bought the track. What the hell is that? The hell fell down and came unplugged. There, right there for now, and figure out what that is. Something came unplugged and it's dangling down there by the pedals. What the hell is that? Oh, I bet it's that light right now. I'm not sure. A couple of times while I'm waiting for stuff to happen, I've got on here and then look at something and you get a content warning because you were playing something that had music in it while you were streaming. Done that twice. All right, we got nobody on there.
Damage on the back end. Reduced aero might slow you down on the straight.
Holy shit! That's pretty cool. Hmm. No, let's see. Let's search for hands. Fuck. Oh shit. Well, I was, oh man,
We got damage on the front end.
holy shit.
That aero damage is probably
He told me
slowing
not to let
you
off
a
the
lot.
throttle.
Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there. We've got damage on the back end. We've got damage on the right side. That aero damage is probably slowing you a lot.
Oh my god. That's going to take some practice. That is going to take some practice. So what I was saying, I think if you let off at the bottom of the jump and floor it and hold the throttle over the jump, that keeps the nose in the air. I think that would seem to be working for me before. Yeah, that did work a little bit. I don't know how you're supposed to make that corner afterwards.
We've got damage on the back end. Reduced aero might slow you down on the straight.
All right. This is for another day. This is for some non-streaming practice. That's rough. I've driven that truck at Crandon. I wasn't all over the place like that, but it's been a while. But that's kind of difficult. All right. This is what I want to see. Arcas at Charlotte. Should I just sign up for that? I probably should. 46. We're going to do it. Screw it. I've been streaming for an hour and 31 minutes. While that's loading, I'm going to go check the. I don't know why I just keep checking. You know, I never checked. Oh, that's a nice looking. Oh, it's a GSI. I got a GSI. Not a new one. But... All right. Let's check Twitch.
Congratulations, Cloud. You may not have come on.
Twitch is up, says excellent. I was having some issues on that and I changed the bit rate on there and that seems to be okay now. Let's go check Kick. That gives me a health indicator on that. Zero watching, of course. I gotta go ahead before I start this.
Get that bottoms quick. Damn, Jose. Following you.
Tomorrow I need to label all my wheels and the button boxes, etc.
Pit boxing, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Let's turn that down a little bit. Pushing, pushing, pushing.
The car has too much damage, we've got to fix it.
Technically may have one viewer may have quit. I'm not sure. That's great. One viewer.
Anyone got advice on a good budget-friendly direct drive wheel setup?
Moza R3, but can't get better.
I was looking on the Moza R5, but then I started looking at PXN. I don't know if PXN is good or not. I've heard good about Moza. I just don't like the wheel that they come with.
Listen, I got the R3 because I was using this originally with Xbox. Now I'm strictly PC, pretty much. I got the 12-inch wheel. It was another $80. It's fucking worth it. I got the 12-inch wheel plus the R3. I'll probably upgrade the base. So if you're going with an R5, you'll be good. You just want to upgrade the steering wheel to the 12-inch.
Can you feel the car pretty well? I'm using a Logitech G29 right now, and I'm wanting to upgrade it to a direct drive. Is it worth the upgrade for a direct drive wheel?
Hell yes.
Like 2.5 years, and my biggest regret is the fact that I didn't upgrade to a direct drive sooner. yes, you could feel the car 10 times more. And actually today, I just got CRP2 load cell brake and throttle pedals, and it's a world of difference as well.
Well, yeah, when I buy the direct drive wheel, I want to get a clutch pedal and a
Aluminum setup and the Fanatec direct drive.
clutch pedal,
Put it down. It's so aggressive. If I do it at 100%, your arm.
clutch, and all that. Like, I'm going to go all out on that. I'm just trying to find out where it'd be cheapest.
You want to test it.
You've got more than enough fuel.
Eventually, I want to get, like, I don't even have a racing cockpit at the moment, which I really want one. But I'm going to get a direct drive wheel before I do
Expect to
that.
be fighting for the podium. Half the field is on the grid.
Appreciate the advice, guys. Have a good, clean race. Oh, wait, I have one more question. For anyone who's using a direct drive wheel, because I let my brothers use my setup and all that, can it actually break wrist and stuff like I've heard, or are those just made up?
It can twist your fingers and stuff. It's pretty brutal. But you can turn it down in the black boxes there.
If you have it on high torque at 100%, it's super aggressive. But if you turn it on low torque and adjust it, it's fine.
Yeah, 'cause I'm going to give my dad my old one when I get my direct drive, but I just want to make sure I'm not going to break my fingers or put them on it. But I appreciate you guys. That's very helpful knowledge, but I'll definitely go motor than put a PXN if you guys think it's better.
Just get a VR headset instead of building a cockpit, man. It's the same exact thing. It doesn't take up any room.
Well, I don't mean like building a cockpit. I'm racing on a desk in an office chair right now, and it's not comfortable. My goal is to get like just a next level racing seat or something that's a little more comfortable to race.
There you go.
I'm almost done dumping money into the Oval Series. Next is dirt.
And if I could get my 2 cents to, like, I would say a wraparound screen compared to the trip screen. I don't know, it just seems like I hear people have problems with those.
Yeah, I want to do that, but before I do all that, I gotta get like I gotta get a better PC because I'm running on just a normal laptop that's barely got the stuff to run iRacing. So if I add more screens and stuff, it'll start fucking glitching. Like I can't even have Discord open while I'm on iRacing. It's that bad.
Maybe I think your next investment would be to get a good PC.
Well, I'm saving up. I'm getting the PC and the wheel at the same time.
14, what are you doing on your outside? You don't need to be going that way.
Yeah, PC, wheel, direct drive wheel, and as like Buddy said, ultra-wide curve monitor is a game changer.
And it'll only cost you about $6 grand.
Yeah. Well, that's cheap. I only got 15 grand into my system.
Oh, I got about 30. Yeah, you never know.
On Facebook Marketplace did a different monitor system, and I've got like
Hell yeah, brother. Nice. 0.09 safety rating. That's not that great. How many incidents did I have? Only 2 incidents and I only got 0.09. Plus 64 I rating. That's awesome. What? Does it? Why am I not seeing all of that? There we go. August 2nd, 2026. So this race isn't on there yet. Oh, all right. Let's see. All right. Man, I was getting cramps in my legs. I don't think I can go do another race, but I don't want to get ready to climb out yet. So I was up to second. I got a cramp in my foot. I took my foot off the brake pedal, put it back on there, and I had no idea where my foot was. Got to resolve that. I got a side brace on the pedal and the throttle, but I don't like the way the throttle is either. So got some pedal work to do. I made a prototype. Let's see. I can't show that. I don't think. I'm not going to risk it.
This worked so well, probably the
see
single
this
most
one.
effective change I have ever made, so I think I am going to make another one a little bit cleaner and maybe scale it down a little bit. This worked so well, probably the single most effective change I have
So I
ever
got
made,
one
so I
hole
think I
off
am going to
here.
make another one a
A
little
hole
bit
punch.
cleaner and maybe scale it down a
Shitty
little
hole
bit.
punch from Harbor
This
Freight.
worked so well, probably the single most effective change I have ever made, so I think I am going to make another one.
So I have a mill and drill press and all that stuff. I did this by hand on a wood block with a drill. I think I'm going to make another one and use the mill so I can get all the holes absolutely perfect. That's only aesthetics. It fits perfect. It works perfect. And it's the size of my entire foot. The ball of my foot all the way over is on the pedal. I probably could cut it.
A little bit cleaner and maybe
I probably could cut it between those holes right there, make it a little bit smaller, and then maybe take some off of this one. But I would take some off this side, but that hole's in the wrong place. That hole and that hole are buttholes. Anyway, the piece of material was $18. It's kind of expensive to buy short pieces like that, where if you went and bought a 10-foot piece, it'd be a lot of money, but per pedal, you would be paying a lot less. But it's not like I'm going to go buy a piece and start making pedals. So I might remake this, maybe not, I don't know. But I already bought the material to make a throttle in a similar fashion. And I think the throttle, I'm going to have a brace on each side. They call that a footrest. It's not a footrest, but the Acetec footrest, that's just a bent piece of angle with holes in it. It's $40. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I bought it, but then driving without shoes, my little toe was slipping through it. I like to drive in socks, but I'm trying to get the reason I built this big brake pedal. I want to be able to drive with shoes, and it works excellent. If I didn't have that cramp in my foot and move my foot off the pedal, I need to have something, a heel cup or something, to maintain the position of my whole foot, not just the top. Because my feet want to go like so. Like when I used to race karts, I would have my knees out, where you see the other guys with their knees straight up and down, the feet perpendicular. I couldn't sit there like that. I was already an older adult when I started racing karts. But anyway, the big ass brake pedal is nice. Before, with driving in socks, the pedal's smaller than your foot. So right where it would hang off, that would start to get bothered. So then I would put driving shoes on. I have sim shoes on. Have some pretty nice simulator shoes. I bought these. What does that say? Fast Track Sims. I bought these about 12 years ago, probably, and they used to be dark blue, and now they're light purple. They faded just from sitting around. But so when I drive with the shoes on, it eliminates that other problem I was describing. But then I felt like I couldn't feel the pedal. So having the thing on the side, you can put your foot up against the side of that, and you know exactly where your foot is. So that was pretty good. But like I said, I was having trouble with the throttle tonight. I'm going to bring the throttle. I'm going to adjust the throttle so the starting point is closer to me, and I'm going to shorten the throw. Because I feel like I'm reaching for it, and my heel comes up a little bit, and it's like I'm just losing my orientation to where my foot actually is. It's just bothering me. And then I put haptics on the pedal in the last couple of weeks, and they rattle so much, I think I loosened some stuff. I got to go in there and check some stuff. I need to turn all that way down. If you're using haptics, you set it up and it all feels great, but then 2 hours later, you're like, man, you want it subtle, to where it's not bugging you, pissing off the neighbors and all that. You just want it subtle. And it's cool for immersion, but if you get it set up right, you can get data from that. Like you can know when the ass end is coming around. If you set it up right, you can know when the front end's pushing. You can set all that up, as long as the data is subtle to where you can read what's happening, rather than just having a mess of shit shaking everywhere. So I don't put a lot of engine vibration on there. I like to have the gear shift vibration because that's only once and it stops. Some of the road bumps can be a little bit overwhelming. It's nice to have the rumble strips if they're mellow, just an immersion and adding, but data you need. The last time I set haptics up, just for the heck of it, I used the iRacing haptics instead of what I'm using now, SimHub. And I just had one shaker, and I had it set up for wheel slippage, I think. So if you were in a corner and the ass end would come around, like even on an oval, if you were starting to, you would feel that before you realized you were even spinning. It was actually helpful data, not just, oh, we're going to shake the shit out of it and it's going to feel good. It was actually helpful data. So I am I'm kind of for the cockpit vibration, but only if you keep it mellow. And the same with the movement. You see, like I was, if you ever watched that Corkatized guy, he just got motion, I think, and I turned it on. I think it's new. I turned it on Twitch, and under braking, he's just being pushed forward a little bit. I wouldn't want one of those full motion. It's like a spider, and you're going like this for 2 hours. That might be fun, but I don't think it would help you race wise. So if you want motion, you want when under braking, it's going to push you forward, like just like the braking forces, and then under throttle, it's going to push you back into your seat. Likewise with the lateral going around corners, G forces and whatnot. But you don't want this, and it's the same with the vibration. Just want it subtle data that you can read, not being tossed all over like a rag doll. $11:30, yeah. Looks like we got a viewer. If you're in there, man, hit a chat up so we know what's happening. Let's see, I did a BMW challenge at Suzuka. I did a truck race, off-road truck race, and I did the ARCA. Wanted to do a little more than that, but I was starting to get cramps in my feet and stuff. And like I said earlier, I have this problem where my hands fall asleep. So halfway through that race, I could barely even feel my hands. I don't know. I had x-rays on the shoulder. I think it's a pinched nerve, but that's just the price of getting old. So don't get old. Don't do that.
Aisha at Streamer U.
Yeah, it drops you in a channel automatically. Drop me in the channel. I'm going to go to my channel. Before I could click on anything, you guys talking about anal bacteria on his mouth. So I'm like, this is not good. We got to get out of here. All right, what do we got here? Twitch. Analytics. Dang. An average of 0.3 viewers. How do you get you fucker? Oh my god. Oh, this is rough. It's going to take a while. I do this just for fun, not trying to like, oh, I'm going to quit my job and be a streamer, but it's kind of, it's a lot of work to set all this stuff up, do it, plan your time around it, and then you realize that you just streamed for 3 hours and 4 people watched it. It's kind of frustrating, but I don't know. One person watching on Kick, that's probably me. I bet. I bet it's counting that because I went and opened my own stream. So let's see it. Sync control. Let's do. I wanted the opposite of that. Corner. There we go. That's what we wanted. All right. If you use SimHub, it's a little frustrating. You minimize it, and then all you get is the small version. You have to double click it again to get the full page. I'm sure that's a setting, but it's a little annoying. So here's SimHub. So I got it set up. Let's look at output effects. We're on the paved oval profile. And I went in there and I turned everything off. I don't need anything on the pedals on the oval. This is not configured. We're only using channel 1 and channel 7. So we got ABS active. It's probably going to do nothing. Traction loss. That's all we got on there. Let's see. See what we can add. I want wheel slip. Wheel slip. Add effect. And then may as well turn them all on. Oh, you know what? Wheel slip. Let's just do it like this. Front and rear. I don't have left and right configured. Wheel slip. What else do we need to add? Road vibration, road traction loss. I think deceleration G-force. I have more shakers to add. Lateral G-force. I haven't tried that one yet. Wheel slip, front and rear. Okay. We don't need them separated out. All left and right. That is curious. That is curious. You can turn this to 100% and adjust the volume individually on these, but I've found it easier just to set that. But if I fool with it more, I may go back to that. Then you can click these and test to make sure that it's actually working. You can probably hear that, right? Take this off and put it by the brake pedal. And it was a little, the BMW Challenge, it was a little too much. I need to turn things down, but you got to do that per profile. You see, profile manager, I have a paved oval, oval dirt, open wheel. I haven't messed with that yet. Road, dirt road. Let's go look at the road. Load the road, load the road. And let's see what we got over here. Why is that crowding me? Why can't I stretch that? Is that annoying? All right. So, double check what profile we're in. We're in the road profile, so we definitely want ABS turned on. Acceleration G-force. Dang, let's put that on over there just for the hell of it. Deceleration G-force. Well, I don't have front and rear on. I want to do that maybe if I add more this weekend. Gear shift we got. It's too bad this jump landing is not supported in iRacing. If you go back over here, jump landing. This effect is not supported on iRacing. The required data is not available. So anyway, explain this real quick. So coming out of your sound card, I have a USB sound card. You can use the onboard sound card. I am using green, which is your front speakers, going to one smaller amplifier, and that does the pedals on the left channel, which is white. So that's channel 1. That same green, the right channel, which is red, would be channel 2. And then your rear speakers, black, is 7 and 8, if that makes sense. If anybody's interested in SimHub, and I didn't go through installing SimHub and all that, but if you're interested in SimHub, and how to do this part, I have some videos on the wiring and whatnot, and what I bought and everything. And you can do it pretty cheap if you just do it in iRacing. Your onboard sound card, and then they have these little USB amplifiers. I wouldn't buy that, but if you're on a budget, it's probably fine. And then one transducer. The transducers I've got are Aura, A-U-R-A. Also I show all that in the video. They're about $50 a piece, but the Dayton ones are like $100. So it's a little bit pricey. And then there's also a kit for about $200 that you can get and just install all that. Interesting. So when I did that BMW challenge tonight, I had too much stuff on the brake pedal and it was bothering me. So now I only have ABS. So let's leave that the way it is. I'm going to go to profile. And I'm going to load this one again. Now I go to profile. I'm going to load road again. I just want to make sure that I have the same things that I set up. Road vibration, rumble strips. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that should be fine. Don't close this, you just minimize it. Go back to iRacing. I'm going to close this USB stuff. Go back to iRacing. Official. And I just want to Road of F4, Road America. That's cool. I gotta just make sure that I'm not driving too much stuff. You drive in 9 cars, you're not going to be very good at it. But you need to drive enough to where you're not sitting around waiting for stuff. Let's go look at this BMW challenge. Why isn't my paint job there? Trading paint, shithead. Usually shows my paint job there. Anyway, I don't care about that. And let's go down here and grab a US practice. And while this is loading, I'm going to go take a piss. live? That's pretty live. So I got a camera mounted on the button box over here. And the camera lines up with the rear view mirror, but I have the mirrors off to save frame rate. So that's fine. It's not blocking the track. It's not blocking anything in the car. Then I got a dashboard I bought. That's really cool. I'll do a video on that separately. And I mounted it with two-sided tape to the top of the button box also, thinking, well, I'll just leave that there till I get it configured, and then I'll make a mount to get it just where I want it. It's a little bit too big. The Asetek steering base is so big that if I mount that on top of there, the wheel's going to block part of it, which is fine if you build a dashboard. They got one that's curved at the top. If you build a dashboard that fits on what you can see underneath, that's fine. But then I noticed while I was waiting for this dashboard to be delivered, Daniel Morad, he has a similar dash to what I have, but he has it off to the right above his button box on the right. Mine's above the button box on the left. He's got it over to the right. So I may make that the place I mount it, but I don't know. I got to figure it out. But right now I'm driving like the ARCA car and slower cars. You don't need that information for that. All right, I need to go to the head. We'll be right back. I'm not planning on doing another race tonight. I just want to see what the way it's going to render differently. Render. Thinking of the video card. The way this cockpit vibration plays out. All right. I dropped that way down. I have a button box. I can just turn the knob. I can raise and lower the car view. I can bring the field of view in and out, and I can also turn down the strength of the force feedback. Some cars you get in it is just like kick ass. And I had this force feedback turned down for ARCA, and now I don't even feel it. Turned it up 4 notches, should be a lot. I'm not feeling anything on the back as if it's not working. Oh, there we go. I felt that shift. Yeah. All right, got good rumble strips. What was annoying on the pedal is gone. Last weekend I had downshifting on the pedals on the brake. I thought it would be cool when you're downshifting under braking that you could feel that, but it was a little bit too much. I think I'll put it back on and turn it way down. This corner coming up, I've never been able to figure it out, and I could not figure it out tonight. You should be able to go through there without even letting off the throttle, and I'm braking and downshifting. So clearly I'm not doing that right. I need to get more confident and throw the car around, especially in the Mazda. You got to toss that thing. You can't just drive it like a street car. But I'm getting there. Just need some practice. Seat time. I'm wondering if you can hear those haptics on the back right now. It's pretty loud. I think I need a more solid mount. I might buy some mounts I was looking at. Yeah, I know, I suck. I wish I had a camera set up behind me and you could see the dash and all that. I like it. The quality is excellent. I didn't need it. Bought it on a whim. Yeah, everything is too high. See, okay. Friend of mine that I want to stream another, he's like, you should be able to go through that corner without braking. At least just only let off. And then he's like, really, you should be able to just keep the throttle on and cut the corner. I did that and it just pushed all the way through.
.505.
Yeah, that thing on the back, it's making too much noise. I might swap it out. I got extra ones right now. I might swap it. It just sounds too loud. Badass. Let's see. Oh, did my paint job loaded, didn't it? Yeah. Let's see. So this ABS, it's the only thing on there. It's too much. I'm going to turn it down. Let's just do 10%. And then Just guessing. Now, I'm not positive whether or not those changes take effect without doing anything. But we'll get back in the car and see. I was trying to hit those on purpose. Yeah, let's see. I don't even feel that stuff in the back now. I feel the shifting, but not the... Well, I feel that. I feel the road vibration. Oh. Oh yeah, there's the rumble strip. That's still kind of heavy. See, I can't cut that without getting it off track. Let's see something else. You see that this is what my dash looks like, and I got it mounted like over there somewhere, about like that. But of course, you can only see the center monitor. I got triples, but this is the lovely dashboard. It's one of the ones that comes with the plug-in, I think. I didn't sign up for that. You sign up for that and you get a whole bunch of extra stuff free. But that's pretty cool. But in this car and in this race, you don't need any of that data. So it's kind of a waste of money, but I don't know. So having said that, I went into American Truck Simulator. And let me show you that. I'm not going to launch the whole game, but Dash Studio. Let's go home. I don't know if this will work because American Truck Simulator is not turned on. Wind, dash, everything. So, Dash Studio. Come on, where are you at? Specific monitor. That's going to be a problem.
Let's make sure we rejoin safely. Car approaching, keep left. Stay left. Clear.
Did I get that right? Yeah, I got that right. Now, obviously, there's no. There you go. Uh, because the game's not running, you're not getting any data, but you can see what gear you're in, the gas, whether you need to take a nap. Upper right corner is estimated time of arrival. You got truck damage at the bottom, trailer damage, and then it's telling you that the damage of your freight that you're hauling there. And then in that gray box, I mean the darker gray, almost black box, I think what scrolls through there is how much money you have. I don't remember. But anyway, oh, I have it. Shoot, I'm sorry, I have it turned off. Whole time I'm talking about this dashboard right here. This dashboard in American Truck Simulator. You got your miles per hour, got your what gear you're in, your gas, if it's nap time, truck damage, trailer damage, cargo damage, and then I want to say down here it scrolls by and it tells you the money you're making if one of your drivers hauls a load and makes some money. I can't believe I talked about that for like 3 minutes and I didn't have it turned on. So that's pretty cool. I think what I paid for the thing alone, I'm satisfied with it, even if I only used it in American Truck Simulator. I'm fine with it. I like it. I'll do a review on it. Before I screw back up, let's go back to home. Change active game. Go back to iRacing. Now when we go look, it should load the car. Oh, I gotta tell it which dashboard. Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn this on. See how you can see the map on there? It downloads the map automatically. That's a setting. It's telling you Highway 71. That is so cool. See up there at the top, ETA. Gas is full. I am so stoked with this thing. Even in the trucks, forget about racing, but I like getting iRacing. All right, let's turn that back off. And we're going to go, you know what, I'm going to turn it back on so you see what I'm doing. We're going to go back to home. Make sure we're on iRacing. Says it's run. Oh, let me show you that. Change the game. We're on iRacing. It's running. We're going to go to Dash Studio. You can do this all automatically. You don't have to do this every time. I'm showing you the truck dashboard while we're in iRacing, so obviously that's going to have to be done manually. And then on specific monitor, little monitor number 4. Come on, you can do it. There it is. Now, I ran into this problem the other day, not being able to. Oh, there we go. Now let's look at Shake It Base Shakers. And make sure we're in the road profile. See that loaded automatically. What I said, everything was still a little bit too high, I think. We're down 5% at a time. Should I take one more? I am getting really sleepy. You may have to open and close that to get the changes to take effect. I'm not sure. Oh, those are subtle, a little bit too. We get up here and I'm not trying to drive the line. I'm trying to hit the rumble strips. Missed that one. Now, that's still pretty rough. How about that one? Yeah. The rumble strips are not all the same. I think what it is, I think that one we just went over, they're raised, and I think that's what iRacing is calling a 3D rumble strip. Whereas the other ones, it's a rumble strip, but it's just smooth. And that one, it's like you're driving over a gear. I think that's why it feels so much harsher. That was almost annoying. All right, let's turn that off. So my new dash I love it. Bought it on Temu. It was 164, and I intentionally bought the smaller one, hoping that it would fit in this gap right here on the wheel. So that monitor is that big, and that's how big the wheel is. But that's got to sit on top of the wheelbase, so that brings it up about 3/4 of an inch or an inch. So like I said before, if you mounted that on the base, but you built the dash that was rounded at the top on the screen, or had a gap at the top of the screen, so the top of the steering wheel is not blocking anything. The other thing is you could just drive with the Formula wheel, but man, I got like over $400 in this wheel. I don't want to not use it because of the dash. Views, concurrent views. Huh. It looks like the most we've ever had on tonight at one time was 2, and for very short periods of time. We are not doing real good at this streaming thing. Like I said, I'm just doing it for fun, though. And we are at 3 hours and 6 minutes. I think that's enough. I'm going to call this stream quits. If you're on here watching still, appreciate it. Like, comment. Don't subscribe if you're not going to then watch the videos, because that's actually harmful to a creator. If you subscribe to them, but then when you get videos sent to you on your homepage automatically for that creator and then don't watch them, that's a negative. So the begging for subscribers doesn't really help you out. Anyway, appreciate it. Like a video, watch another video. And that's going to be it for me tonight, man. 3 hours and 7 minutes. And it's pretty difficult to talk to nobody because you're not really there. All right, I'm out.